headphones. Where the fuck are my headphones? I gotta plug those in over there. That go there. Do. Hey, Andrea. What are you doing? Did you have to work today? Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, our office is closed at 3 today. It's kind of a loaded question, honestly. I am. It has been really, really rough lately. honestly. Um, just dealing with a lot of depression and some of the intrusive thoughts that come with depression, you know. So, but talk to my shrink about it, and we're working on a strategy. Their office also offers therapy, so I may go to them. Um, I was going to go back to my original therapist that I had for a couple of years, and her office is moving really far away, so that's not really an option for me. Um, but we'll see, you know. But I got to see my dad yesterday, which was really nice. Because him and his wife are going to California tomorrow. Um, so he wanted to be sure to stop by. Yeah, I reached out to a couple of people that she recommended, but they they haven't responded just yet. But I mean, like, you know, it's the holidays. Like, I can't expect them to be like, oh yeah, I'm totally taking new clients and you can come, come right in. You know, I know how it is. But one thing I like about my psychiatrist is, like, I know how busy she is, but when I told her that I was having those thoughts, she was like, I don't like that. Let's get that taken care of. And so she upped one of my meds, and so the adjusted dose started today. So yeah. Hi, Rebecca. And then tomorrow I'll get to see my mom. I honestly, I hate this time of year. It's just, it hasn't been fun for me for well over 2 decades. You know, it's just not a fun time for me. I don't have bad memories associated with it. It's just, I think part of it is just, you know, in part you're expected to be happy. I don't know. I don't know. If somebody hasn't experienced those feelings, it's hard to explain to somebody why you just, you know, thinking to myself, like, well, what's so bad about your life, right? And nothing. And that's the thing. Like, mental illness is one of those things. It doesn't make any sense, right? Grayson got a haircut today. We trimmed his nails. Um, I had meant to take him to the pumpkin patch. That's the Christmas tree farm now. Um, and just every single week, every single day, there was just some other reason I didn't take him. So we went today, and we got there like right when they were closing. So he got to look at trees, and we got my mom a little chili wreath. Or I guess it's not even a wreath, it's just like a little ball. And we don't do presents in my family. Like, we normally, um, because we don't, none of us like really need anything, right? Like, But yeah, so last Friday I was able to hang out with Derek a little bit and um, told him, and so like um, so I'm just trying to be like more social, um, and hitting people up and seeing if they want to do stuff, or because worst thing is for me to like just be here by myself with my thoughts, and I can only hug Grayson so much before he's just like, leave me alone. But he's taken really good care of me. And um, I got like a week and a half off from work. So plan on getting my work on my book done. Yeah. Um, oh, it's King Ghidorah, the kaiju from Godzilla. Um, I'm not sure what you mean, Saint. Um, it's just me drawing for the sake of getting some work done. And somebody said they don't want me, or he didn't say he didn't want me to work on the book, right? But he said, I don't tune into your live streams when you're working on the book because I want to be able to see it like as it is when it comes out. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. So I try to do a stream on Wednesdays at like 5:30 Pacific, but I decided to go early today just because we got out of work at 3 here and at my job. And so, yeah, Grayson and I went to the Christmas tree farm and then went and picked up a present for a friend who I turned on to a comic book and want her to continue reading the series. Um, and uh, then I watched a YouTuber that I recently found. She's kind of weird, but she's like worked for like, I think she worked for Disney. She said she worked for Marvel doing like animation stuff like that and 3D modeling and stuff. Um, she's a pretty interesting character. I appreciate that, Saint. I like haven't inked anything on the book in like probably like a week now, which I'm super not happy about. But I got a week and a half. I know I can get a ton of stuff done this week. Yeah, yeah. No, this one's gonna be this is watercolor paper, so I'm gonna paint them up like I did like with the Mothra and the Gamera. I just love this guy's design. Like, and as much as I eventually am gonna do a Godzilla, obviously, like I mean everybody does Godzilla, you know? I mean anybody who's doing kaiju stuff is doing like Godzilla and stuff like that. Um and I showed you the Gamera one that I did, right? The marker, or no, it was a watercolor piece that I did. Was it earlier this week or over the weekend or something like that? I forget, man. Time runs together so much. I still got that card whenever you're wanting to come pick it up. So I'm listening to a song from the um, first Power Rangers movie. I think was it Turbo? It's the one where they have the ninja costumes and they've changed the black, yellow, and red Rangers all changed. I get you, man. No worries. Like I said, I know. I know you. You're always good for it. Okay, so I think that's I'm trying to see like but he has like these they're almost like chicken legs. I mean they're like the feet are like chicken legs, but I mean they're not really like chicken legs, but yeah, yeah. God, what was it? Um how many goddamn toes does he have? Okay, so he's got dew claws. He's got 4 toes and a dew claw. Yeah. When I was a kid, I would go to uh, Loco Video. It was like the video store down kind of down the road from where I lived. It's actually like right across the street from where you work, basically. Like that dental place that's like a few hundred feet away from your from Freddy's. Used to be a movie rental and video um, place called Loco Video, and um, and they had I don't know if you remember like back in the night. Oh wait, you're younger than I am. Back in the 90s, they used to have like listening stations at like music stores and stuff like that. And um, you could like listen to like the new albums that were coming out, and they had the Power Rangers soundtrack. And I would go in there for like, I don't know, like a couple of weeks and just listen to Shampoo um, singing Trouble. I don't know why, because I like the way it sounded, and it's a fun song. It's kind of mindless and stupid. I'm so tempted to bring my Ghidorah toy over here, but he falls over every time I try to put him back. So he's got these like, what's up, Dustin? Let's see. I was like gonna look up Ghidorah on my phone, but we're recording on my phone. No, I need to see his wings. Wings. There we go. Okay, so. Dude, he's so fucking cool looking. So we can do that way. Because they almost come out like. All right, you too, Andrea. Take care. Say hi to Johnny for me. See, I think Ghidorah's tails, because he has two of them, they're more balancing than anything else. But like, we're gonna, I'm gonna turn him into. Oh yeah, because aren't they in like they were in like the UK or something like that um, recently, I think. Let me see what his tail looks like again. Yeah, I last weekend I don't want to say gutted. I pulled up the carpet and the tile in the last of the bedrooms. Um, so there is officially no more carpet in my house. There's a front closet that has the carpet is still on it, but it's not that. I mean, it's not a living space. So, gonna turn that final room into like a um, like a I want to get another like at least like 720 TV. I know they don't even make those anymore, but like not a super huge flat screen, like a smaller one, like a 30, maybe 40 inch. Paint up the walls and stuff like that because I want to turn it into like a little like gaming lounge and then move my um, like all my consoles in there and my arcade one up. Um, so I'm just trying to think of like, because I'm super friggin' lazy and I don't really want to like, I don't want to paint it, but like, I've also got kind of bad memories of that room because like my shithead cousin used to live here and that was his room and he treated it like crap. And when he moved out, like he did like a I wouldn't even say he did a piss poor job of cleaning because doing a piss poor job of cleaning means you actually tried, and he didn't. Like he touched the sponge to the wall and then tried to say, "Oh, well, I scrubbed it for like 30 minutes," and I'm like, "Dude, I rubbed it for 5 minutes with the non-green side of a sponge, and it's fucking clean. Like you didn't do anything." And then he turned into a psychopath even more so afterwards. So, you know. Yeah. Um there's a TV in there now, but it's not technically mine. It was given to my mom to donate to a shelter. And so I've been holding it for god damn, probably like a year, close to a year. And I'm not going to take it from a shelter, but I'm like, let me know when you need me to bring this thing back because it's kind of an older big screen, right? So it's like heavier and everything, and it comes on like a pedestal, and it has like a swivel to it, which is actually kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having something like that. But it'll also be like a second bedroom. So if I have somebody who's crashing here, like if we're gonna go to like a convention or something, and they need a place to stay or something like that. Like, unless you draw this guy smaller or you have a really big canvas, you are not getting this big boy onto your piece. In fact, none of my kaiju pieces have had all of the entire kaiju on it. Hands up if you look like having a good time. If you got no cares at all. Here comes. All right. I had been working on these kind of like half-size roughs and thumbs and trying to think of like how am I gonna draw him today, right? And I couldn't come up with anything to like save my life. But then kind of using like this basic structure, but didn't have all the other stuff added to it. So, and I think it works. And as much as I'd love to have like the whole body and like all of his wings and like top to bottom and wingtip to wingtip, I think it's more important to have the um, um, like get a good expressions for the heads. I always kind of question like how to do the scales, right? But I think that's kind of the cool thing is you can essentially, I mean, it's a it's a fictionalized being, like it. Um, so like you can kind of fudge the anatomy a little bit. Been seeing some really really cool kaiju artwork online and like um, not trying to like emulate it or anything, but gain some inspiration from it. Mad Monster Arizona, or Mad Monster, made their first announcement for guests that are going to be there. And Leprechaun himself, Warwick Davis, is going to be there, as well as Mark Davis, the guy who played Ozzy in the first one. He's going to be there as well. And then one of the actors from the first Troll movie, the passable Troll movie, is going to be there. I'll have to wait and see who else is going to be there, but this past year was my first time going to a horror convention, and I gotta say, like, I really enjoyed it. The fans were really nice. Dustin, did you see that Mad Monster announced the first couple of guests for the Arizona show? I don't know if you get the text message notifications or not. Warwick Davis, the guy who played Ozzy in the first Leprechaun movie, and one of the actors from the first Troll movie. And I think he was in something else too, like Richard might be interested because, I mean, Warwick Davis was, I mean, obviously he was Leprechaun, but he was also Willow. And famously, he was, when he was really young, I think he was still like, might have still been single digits when he played Wicket. Yeah, I got a text message for Mad Monster, and it said Mad Monster Arizona. I mean, I could be wrong. Mad Monster Arizona. Oh, it's Mark Holton. But yeah, he was in the first Leprechaun, but he was in Pee-wee's Big Adventure as well. Warwick is scheduled for Arizona, and so is Phil Fondacaro, who was in Troll, Willow, Return of the Jedi, and Land of the Dead. I didn't know Warwick Davis was in Harry Potter. I think the only thing Mark Holton's in that I didn't see that they have listed is yeah. He was in Teen Wolf as well, which is kind of cool. Oh, I mean, maybe North Carolina is the one that's like happening more, happening sooner. So maybe that's why, but I don't know. Oh, yeah. So that makes sense. I wonder what he charges for autographs. I framed all my Chucky selfies and my CJ Graham selfie as well. Cool thing about clearing out that extra room is I get to um, decorate it too. So, like, I can move some of my horror stuff in there. I can move some of my comic book stuff in there. I would think they have to, right? Because 96 is when um, it's going to be the 30th anniversary of Scream. Um, so I would think at least one or two um, conventions will no doubt, like the bigger ones, will be bringing them in, right? I mean, they'd be crazy not to. If they could get Nev Campbell as well, I think that'd be big. I mean, you're probably not going to get Courtney Cox, um, but I mean, Arquette has obviously done them. Yeah, I think Nev Campbell would be pretty awesome. And from what I understand, she's done some like reunions for the craft. So I think it would just really depend on if she's shooting anything to if that would interfere. Like um I know some of the stuff with like the craft reunions and craft like Q&As and stuff like that have there have been some uh issues with them because like they wanted like all the girls, but they didn't, for whatever reason, want Rachel True. And she posted some stuff online where like she was either like leaked screenshots or something of um like conventions wanting to bring like everybody in but her. And it's just like, well, I mean, she was one of the four. Like, how can you not bring her in? I would think the only way you like don't bring somebody in is if their cost is like way too much, um or if they're gonna or if like they're gone, where they can't uh film because, or they can't be there because they're like filming something. But like, I don't know, it was weird. I would love that though, because like I love Firuza Balk, like, and I'd love to meet her, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I'd be kind of weird because like I've had a crush on her since I saw The Craft. So like, 30 years, harboring a crush for somebody, it'd be weird to like meet them. Although, I mean, it was even longer than that, having a crush on Christina Lease, and I don't think I fucked that interaction up too badly. And I think I want this song played in my funeral procession because that commercial was funny as hell. Another one bites the dust playing. The guy's rocking out behind the wheel. He's driving a hearse, and people are like watching him, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I don't know. I just think it'd be funny. And you know what? It'd be my funeral, and I don't give a shit. I mean, like, what's going to happen? Uh, so this is going to be where it gets tricky down here, trying to figure this shit out. Dustin, did I show you the like branch that I set up for the um CJ Graham the machete that he signed for me? I wonder how many of those he sold. Like, it'd be kind of neat to know if I was one of the few who got one. Oh, okay. There's not a lot of light over there right now. So otherwise I'd take the camera off and go like, I got some pictures of it I can always send you on. My house is going to go like from primarily like comic book displays and stuff like that to be like horror and kaiju stuff just all over the place, which is kind of okay with me. But I gotta put these away. Ah! My dad gave me these like mango slices, and I'm like just noshing on them like nonstop. I mean, definitely worse things I could be eating. So, but then I won't have them if I eat them all. Crazy thing about a lot of these kaiju is when you look at their designs, they don't necessarily have these like gigantic teeth. That's kind of cool. No, I have not seen that. There's probably only like two different things they could do that would make me want to buy another Funko Pop, quite honestly. And they both involve Akira. And I don't know if um, Katsuhiro Otomo is like super protective or something like that. But I've never seen any uh, Funkos for Akira. In fact, there's not a ton of like figure type merch. Yeah. So a couple of different people said. you just never know if like did he get actually get like a fair shake as a champion, you did this whole thing where you swerve everyone with John Cena winning the Rumble, for what would have been, I think, like the third time. And then like his his win was even weird. Like at Mania, like it felt weird, right? Like what's the matter, buddy? Hey, you okay? I think that's it. I think I got it. I might watch Santa's Sleigh tonight. Just because that movie is so bad. I think it has like 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, if that. Wait, I'm gonna. All right, so it's 5.4 on IMDb with 12,000 ratings. I'd grade it a little lower than that. I'd grade it like a 4.5 maybe. Oh, it's a 40%. Wow, that's a lot higher than I thought it was. um, 40%. But it's only 5 reviews, and the popcorn meter, the fan one is 44%, but it's based on over 5,000 reviews, which is crazy to me. Like, I guess people just really didn't want to watch it. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has 16%. Predators? What the hell is Predators? Oh, it's a documentary about To Catch a Predator. Yeah. I'm like, that got 99%. That's Santa's Sleigh. It's on Shutter. Uh it's gotta be on Tubi as well. I'm pretty sure it's on Tubi. I bought it several years ago for like I think $3 on Fandango. Um does he have nah, it's just like little spikes. I think it says it is on AMC Plus, Stars, Plex, Pluto TV, Tubi, and um, and Prime. But it looks like you can only rent it on Prime. Yeah, I think most of the horror stuff, like the Christmas based horror stuff, a lot of it is only there during the holiday season. Like it comes in a little bit after Thanksgiving. Like they don't get Thanksgiving Day. It's funny because like I think you can watch that for free on Vudu, um, or what do you call it, Fandango, when like during Thanksgiving. But on Tubi, it's on like all the time. I think. What you squawking about, buddy? There's nothing over there. I'll probably watch it on Shutter tonight, even though I have it on Vudu. I don't know if it's like been it's probably a higher quality on Shutter, even though I don't know why you would want to put it on like high def because it's not a good movie. I mean, I guess visually it's okay, but like visually it's not a bad movie. It's just overall it's not a good movie. But it's one of those like it's so bad it's good movies in my estimation, which is why I was like really surprised that it had like a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes and a like a 5.4 on IMDb. Like it's pretty crazy. Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2? Was that an event a few months like what was it? Um Last month, a month and a half ago maybe. No, about a month ago. And they were watching it and I guess they had watched it like I don't even know how many times. And they were trying to convince me that it was like this really good movie and I'm just like it's a stupid movie. Like there's tons of movies that don't need sequels and Happy Gilmore, I mean, I wouldn't even think of making a sequel for it, right? Like it was bad to the point where it was just like, why did you make this? And I know why. You know, Netflix gave them a ton of money, but it was also like, how many people can we possibly jam into this movie? I mean, like, apparently there were like a bunch of his kids and like I don't know his wife or one of his sisters or something was in it. Um, I mean, Becky Lynch wasn't even funny in it. Like, not that I think she's. I don't think she's. I mean, I don't haven't seen her do anything that would lead me to believe that she's actually like funny. But I mean, MJF is not a bad actor, but at the same time, it's like I think he could do way better than that. You know. And then it just also gave him a chance to like, let's just put a bunch of my friends in it again. It's an excuse for another payday for them. Um, it's just another one of it's also just one of those things where it's just like Hollywood can't um, come up with anything good anymore. You're rehashing like 30 something year old movies. Like Oh, well, thank God. I'm sure she's a friggin' terrible actress as well. I guess he's like a wrestling fan. I don't know. I don't know much about him. I know his he was down on Fourth Avenue at Caruso's like like a month or so ago, and he's played some pickup games with the Wildcats and McHale. Um, um, yeah, the fact that Haley Joel Osment just looks like a large child with a beard is kind of funny. You know, I don't know that I've ever watched Jingle All the Way either. I mean, at least not all the way through. See if um, Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas is streaming anywhere. I think it's probably on Tubi. I did, yeah. It's been a while, but yeah, I saw it. Um, it was also pretty dumb, but it was like brainless dumb, like just kind of like you put it on and like okay. Have they always had it? Sounds about right. Because the book came out in 84, so that would have been 40 years ago. But um, so it would have been between when the book came out and the cartoon came out, because the toys were geared towards the cartoon. They were actually the ones that made the decision to give the turtles different color headbands. It would not surprise me if they had some sort of like exclusive contract that entire time, and it was just it kept getting re-upped for really long periods of time, and then when Laird sold it to Nickelodeon, um, that they that's when it was just uh, uh, countdown, because Nickelodeon can get hundreds of millions of dollars for that license, or tens, anyways. I don't know. I have no idea how all that works, but it's like McFarlane lost the or is losing the DC license, and as much as I don't really buy like a lot of toys and stuff anymore, um, I'm kind of okay with McFarlane losing it because I didn't really like his renditions of them. Like they were just really weird. Like it's just really haphazard. Wasn't making anything that was going to be like long term successful. Um, I think it was either Mattel or Kenner that had them a while ago, and they did those really great DC Classic Universe figures, and they had the right mix of articulation and detail that just made them so like they stood up. I mean, some of them came with stands, but like you didn't need them because they did a good job. They stood up. Um, They looked good. I think Hasbro was um, like potentially losing like both Marvel and Star Wars. I don't know if they were negotiated separately or I mean with a lot of that stuff I don't super care about like cuz I'm not buying a ton of brand new stuff like about the only toy line that I have purchased regularly over the past um like 4 or 5 years has been GI Joe classifieds. And I mean, they're owned by Hasbro, so they're not going anywhere. Um, let's see what my camera looks like right now. I didn't draw a background. Might need to finish this another day because I got to figure out. I mean, there's not much of a background or much area for a background, but um, you know, some of his early appearances are in like more volcanic areas, like mountainous volcanic areas. So that might be. All right. Well, I know I said I was going to go like maybe a lot longer today. I started a little earlier. I think I started around like 5:30. Um, how long have I been going? Does it say 109 minutes ago? Um, so that's like an hour and almost 2 hours. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Um, I'll be back again next Wednesday, or at least I'm planning on being back next Wednesday around the same time. I won't be at work, so I might do it early again, um, and try to get some more. Um, try to get some more of my book worked on, so that I'm of some progress during my winter break. All right, guys, if you're still in here, hope your day is good tomorrow. If you're not a holiday person like me, I hope you just get through it. But take care of yourselves, okay? Thanks, Dustin. Yeah, I'll probably figure something to the background, like maybe get some mountains in here or something like that. Ghidorah's done, pretty much. I'll probably keep messing with him as I paint him and stuff like that. But all right, take care.